Hey, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for coming back to see me, to hear me, for giving me your trust. I am Antoinette, and I want to welcome you to the Jump series where we're going to be diving into the book. Today, we are diving into session one, which is called Too Comfortable to Change Now. Now, do you guys want to hear the good news about comfort first, or you want to hear the bad news according to the way that I defined it? All right. We'll go ahead and start with the bad news. Before I get there, let me go ahead and set this thing up. Comfort is different levels to it. You have sitting in front of the fireplace with a blanket over your leg, with your hot coffee or tea, with the book, and it's snowing outside. That's one level of comfort. You have comfort when you're on the beach, laying there with your sunglasses on. You have your music playing on the Bluetooth, drinking whatever you like. That's comfort. But so is eating cookies late at night. So is eating ice cream for some people when they feel a little stressed. So is indulging in relationships that we know are not good for us. This is why I said comfort has different levels to it. The bad aspect of comfort, as I defined it, is called settled comfort. The good side is called fulfilling comfort. Let me go ahead and explain what settled comfort is all about. I want you to think about an abused woman. Once she gets punched, physically attacked, the first time, it may be a big deal. It might even catch this woman by surprise. But after the man apologizes, wins her back over, she comes back around. Then you have that second attack. Oh, I thought he wouldn't do it anymore. Then comes the third. Until the point to where the woman becomes desensitized of the abuse that she's facing. If anyone knows about this abuse and they talk to this woman about it, depending on the way that they discuss it with her, she might even become offended by this person because she feels judged. Although she's not comfortable with the situation, although she detests and despises that she's in an abusive relationship, she's too comfortable to get out of that situation. Perhaps she feels like she has nowhere to go. Perhaps she's staying for the kids. She could be financially dependent on that man. She could be manipulated and or controlled. It could be various reasons why that woman may choose to stay. She may not have any life skills. She may not have a high school diploma. She may not have any family or friends that are willing to open their doors to her. There are many reasons why this particular woman may decide to stay in this abusive relationship. Now, although someone on the outside looking in may say, well, you can do ... Those options may be true to you, but for the woman who is facing this abuse, she will find so many reasons why she needs to stay. This is because this settled comfort has become a stronghold on this woman, which means it will be extremely difficult for her to get out of that situation because she has entered into settled comfort. Now I want to read to you something that I have written down in the book. Settled comfort means you have decided to be complacent with your status without challenging yourself to any type of developmental change. Stay with me now. Settled comfort zones do not render total freedom. And individuals like this rarely notice the need for a life jump due to refusing to disconnect from a particular source. So remember what I said about that woman. she's not ready. She doesn't feel like she's able to disconnect from the financial security. She's not ready to walk away from having a place to stay. She's not willing to put her children in a compromising position, so she remains in a situation that is to her demise, that is to her being damaged goods. Okay, let's move on. Settled comfort can also occur through desynthesizing. Remember, I said it can start off with one punch, then the person apologizes, they buy you a gift, have sex with you, take you on a trip, and now they win you back over. You're not cool with what happened, but because they seem like they're trying to fix things and right their wrongs, you give another chance, all for it to occur again in a matter of weeks, in some cases, days. And it's a continuous cycle until the person has just been desensitized to the abuse or any treatment that is not up to standards, the standards of that person. All right, desensitizing occurs when you allow detrimental matters to coat your life in such a way that you become numb to its expected effects. Has that ever happened to you where you dealt with a situation? It could have been a relationship, friendship, platonic, or romantic. It can even be a career, job situation where you have been under critical treatment for so long that you have become numb to the effects. Others may look at you and say, I don't see how you can deal with that. I don't see how you can handle that with such grace, with such ease. It's like it doesn't even bother you. And in turn, you look back at the person and you say, you know what? I'm just not fazed by it. I'm literally numb to it. Some people who have grew up in environments where they have been cursed out and called all types of names, it doesn't bother them when they deal with it from a boyfriend or a girlfriend. It doesn't bother them to say that these are terms of endearment from friendships because they are accustomed to this type of behavior. They are accustomed to being dealt with in this way. So they are numb to the effects. This is called settled comfort. What's being done to you is not normal. How you are being handled is not in a way of love, is not in a way of care. However, because you have grown accustomed to it, you are desynthesized, numb, you allow these things to occur. This is settled comfort. Now we're going to move on to fulfilled comfort, which I said is the good news. Fulfilled comfort is where I hope that we all can totally be in the vibe of, the spirit of, in the space of, like our total being. Fulfilled comfort is when you practice, participate, and live in such a way where you are fulfilled. It means that your joy is intact, your peace is intact, you have total wellness. When you are in fulfilled comfort, as far as career, it means that that's something that you are willing to do complementary. Like right now, I have been coaching, teaching for 20 plus years. I want to say my first time on a stage, or rather, it was the pulpit. It was a pulpit. I was in my, I think, junior year or senior year of high school. Okay. But before that, I started off in Sunday school in the church where I would volunteer to get up and to be able to share what I learned in class. I just loved it. So I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Why? Because it fulfills me. This is called fulfilled comfort. When you give of yourself freely, and it gives you so much joy, it gives you so much peace, and you're passionate about it. It's a pleasure to you at any given time. You're ready to do it. Whether you are happy, sad, or indifferent, you're able to do it. So my question to you is, have you found that? When something fulfills you, it will be a natural flow. Find your natural flow, and it's a good chance that your fulfillment will be attached to it. That wraps up the two versions of comfort that I wanted to tell you guys about. Where do you find yourself today? Will it be settled comfort or will it be fulfilled comfort? The choice is yours. If you haven't already and you've made it to the end of this video, I need you to like this video, definitely subscribe, because this content right here is for the betterment of your life. Clothes, jewelry, makeup, those things make us look good, but this will make you feel good and be good.